So you're probably wondering, how much money does Bill Gates have? Well, I'm gonna do what you should have done and just Google it and then rip off one of the articles and tell you exactly what they say. Last year, Bill Gates made $33 million per day. Just let that sink in. The average American household brings in $52,000 per year. Let me just do that math real quick. All right, so let me open up my calculator. All right, $52,000 a year, Bill Gates, 33 million. Why does my life suck? It would take over 600 years for the average American to make what Bill Gates makes in a day. And Billy, can I call you that? I'll just throw my PayPal link down below. If you just, want to give me a couple $1 million, if you by some odd chance see this, just, my PayPal link's down below. Just drop $1 million, man. $1 million would be fine. You make more than that an hour. Just, PayPal link's in the description, Bill, if you somehow see this. Now, let's go back to when Bill Gates was in high school. You see, when Bill Gates was in high school, he was actually bragging to his teachers about how he'd be a millionaire. It's funny because the people in my class just want to piss off the teacher. If Bill Gates was to live to be 90 and stop making money today, he'd have to spend $6 million every single day to use up all his wealth before he died. Man, it's another day. I gotta spend $6 million again. This is getting hard. I want that Lamborghini. I did that house we passed. Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice house. Let's buy that house. 6S plus. Let's give a homeless guy $1 million. What else? Man, it's getting hard, man. How am I gonna spend all this money? Having said all of that, you wanna know what sucks? When asked how much money Bill Gates would give his kids, he replied with this: "I don't think that amount of money would be good for them. They have to find their own way. They will be given an unbelievable education and that will all be paid for. And certainly anything relating to health issues will be taken care of. But in terms of their income, they'll have to pick a job they like and go to work." I could see Bill Gates' son working at a random store and just a guy walk up and be like, "Aren't you the son of the richest man in the world?" And he'd just be like, "Yeah." And he'd be like, "Why are you working this job?" He'd be like, "So my dad doesn't want to give me money." And he'd just be like, "Sucks to be you." But before we go any further, I have to give credit where it's due. Bill Gates has actually given away over $30 billion to charity, and that makes me feel kind of good that the richest person in the world at least has a heart. He cares about other people and he tries to help the world. And just, I'm glad. If anything, I'm glad that I'm glad he's the richest person in the world. I'm glad it's not some greedy person who tries to keep it all to himself. $30 billion is a lot, and I'm glad he cares about other people. That's that's really nice. You know that social media app Twitter? We all use it. Bill Gates could buy the entire app, the entire brand, everything Twitter, with less than the amount of money he makes per year. That is crazy. I'm in the mood to spend some money today. Let's buy Twitter. Let's buy Tumblr. Ooh, Facebook. Nah, Facebook's a little too expensive. What else? Let's buy Pinterest. Ooh, buy Bing. And once you get control of Bing, just remove it.
You suck!
Let's make the internet a better place. eBay. Let's just buy the entire internet. Another way to look at his wealth is there are 7 billion people on the earth, but he has $70 billion. So he theoretically could hand everyone in the world a $10 bill. Or he could use his wealth to buy everyone in the world a Mr. B6000 t-shirt. I lied. They cost way more than $10. I just wanted to advertise them. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much the video. Subscribe if you want to be as rich as Bill Gates. Like the video if you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you need help thinking of a comment. Leave something like, "Holy crap, Bill Gates has a lot of money." And cue the outro.